putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
I really like that intro song. I'm sitting here dancing in the background to it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. I'm Susan, the Celtic Viking there, and this is Bag of Nuts, because you never know what you're going to get with me. So, yeah. So, welcome. And don't forget, we are here on the Rift Nation Network, which is definitely the place to be. And I've started something, so probably after the beginning of the year, there'll be a lot more up. But we are available on Audible. Right now, there is only one episode up, and I will get the others up very soon. So that is freaking awesome. I'm telling ya. So not only do we have this wonderful app that you will be able to watch all of our live videos on the go in case you get a chance to get something. It's right there. It's awesome. So you can get through the app, or you can literally watch or listen over on some of the regular platforms, which will all be available pretty soon when I get all of this done. So pretty awesome. So don't forget, welcome. And don't forget to check out the Rift Nation Network sponsors. So check out our sponsors. We have Ghost of Staunton. Ooh. Don't forget to check them out. Really, really goofy and spooky. And don't forget, of course, SS Crystal and Craft. So, yeah, she does a lot of weird stuff. So, she's just a real weirdo and strange-o. So, but just go with it. She's really cool. So, how are you guys doing here today? We have Gene Kelly. We, of course, Kelly Carell over on YouTube. We have Michelle Caps. Hello, Miss Caps. Hello, Lyndon Nielsen. Robert, what's up, my man? You having breakfast to my Looney Tune show here today? So, of course, yes, we have Pick a Deck again today. Hello, Miss Becky Shells. And don't forget, guys, as I tell you, try to make sure that you're in the room when I do speak with you, because it really helps with the connection with me, to help get a deeper connection with you. So try to make sure you're in the room when I read you. And then I ask you, of course, to pick a deck, which we have deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. I allow you guys to pick the deck you want. Thank you so much, Keith, Mr. Ottersberg from the Otter's Den on Monday night. See, we are fam here. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, again, and I explain how I do this, and I hope you guys are doing really awesome and getting ready for Thanksgiving. Next week, of course, starts the baking with me. So, but that's okay. I got myself a French rolling pin. Do you know, if you have arthritis, guys, a French rolling pin works so much better than, because the American ones you have to grip like this and push it back and forth. Yeah, the French rolling pin, you could just move your hands like this, kind of like going like this. So much easier. Highly recommend that. So that would be nice. I would love a reading. Pink deck, you've got that. That's the love deck. And of course, see this mouse? I'm just like so happy I find these things for people with arthritic hands. Look at this. See this mouse? It's really cool. Your hand goes on it like this, and it doesn't bother your arthritis. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Sorry, I get really excited sometimes. So we're going to do readings here, and as usual, I call your name. I call usually 3 names at once. Yes, you got it, Keith. I usually call 3 names at once. I go down the list. Robert White, if you'd like a reading, you would have to let me know. If you don't pick a deck, I assume that you do not want a reading. It's kind of like the way I roll. I roll like that. So we're going to do that. Sometimes I'm a while talking to people, and other times I'm not. So yeah, anybody out there that does watch and listen, you have arthritis, tell me. I'm finding all the cool gadgets. It's like it's really pretty cool. I mean, it takes a couple of minutes to get used to the mouse on the computer, the way that you hold it, but it's awesome. And the French rolling pin, totally recommend it. You can still bake, so it's going to be pretty cool. So starting right off, again, deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. And again, it's 1, 2, and 3. And I explain this. We have the runes, which of course we have the runes. Runes who help guide you through a certain path. This is, of course, the deck I channel with. It's my House of the Night deck. Yeah, I read that book several times. I know. I don't care if it's the book. I liked it. Then, of course, the love deck. We have the love decks is what we have. So we're going to start right off, and we're going to call Miss Kelly Carell. Of course, will be boom right off the bat. Kelly Carell, you pick your deck. And then we are going to have Miss Caps. She'll be next. And Linda Nielsen right after that. You pick. I'm staring at deck 2 if you have time. You got it. Deck 2 it is. Okay. So what do you say? See, I love runes. I find that they're helpful when they guide you, and I think it's really cool. So I think it's lagging. Yep. Brown deck. Nothing's brown here. I got 2 black decks. That's deck 2. They're all black. Just some are newer than the others. That's the Oracle deck. Yeah, this is like really worn out, so it might look brown, but it's black. So yeah, we got a bit of a lag here today. So all right, so let's see what we got going on. Of course, Miss Kelly Carell right off the bat, and I want to put together a rune read for 2025. A little bit of predictions of what's going on. So I'm going to do a year read, and that should be available on YouTube. Is where you'll be able to find that. So let's start this right off. Let's see what we got here. Wow. All right. And again, this is for Kelly starting right off the bat. Okay. They're saying that, okay. In other words, thank you. They're saying that you've worked extremely hard, okay? And we're going into this, but you're not getting enough. In other words, even it's like when you are out and having fun, you're not actually having fun. You're still doing things at the same time. And they're saying that you need more relaxing time. You need to, and again, that's like the fire energy, which is the final card in here. We're talking about fire and spirit. It's going to help lighten your spirit up to get that little bit of playtime. Something that we need once a week is to do something that's fun for us because we all have those responsibilities. So what they'd like you to do right now is continue on the path you are on. In other words, thank you. And again, I don't know if you've had this last week. Keep obediently going on the same avenue that you've been heading into. The only difference they want you to take is to get that little bit of time that's literally just you, extremely just you, not you and this, you and that, you setting this one up, you helping this one. No, you need something that's all you, just for you, nobody else. So that's the avenue they want you to take. That's going to help pick up the spirit energy of things that's going on. Because they're saying the spirit in the fire is maybe a little low. Try lighting a candle in your house at night. That helps bring up the fire energy in case you need that. But what they're saying is you're not having enough time with you where you're not having. You need that space. You need that playtime. It's something that isn't being done right now. If you can understand that. So who else do we have? Sandra Dry, we have in here. Miss Lois Clark. Hello, hello. So we got Michelle going on for deck 2 as well. So let's see if that's our theme for the day. You got to remember, Thanksgiving's coming up. A lot of people are cooking, so take a break while you can. I'll tell you that much. Definitely take a break. I am doing very well, Mr. Shield. We're going down the list right now. I've got the first 3. That was the first one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow all of the Rift Nation Network channels because there's some cool stuff coming up in 2025. So next up was Miss Caps, and then we have it's your eyes. That's my old deck. Then we have Miss Linda Nielsen. So let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, okay. All right, honey, they're saying that your confidence level is a little off, yet you have 2s around you, multiples and triples of 2. So look out for the number 22, not single. It's either going to be 22 or 222. Look out for those numbers. They could come in literally random forms. You could drive down the highway and all of a sudden the 3 license plates you're seeing that are separate coming up as 2s. There's things are coming in 2s is what they're doing for you. But they're saying that your confidence level is a little on the low side at the moment. It's almost like your energy level isn't where it should be. They're recommending definitely getting a little bit more grounding and more meditation for you right now. Now, and again, that's the confidence level that they're saying is upside down. This one they're saying, and again, what's something that's going to help is they're suggesting that you let go of things that no longer serve you, things that are not for your highest and best good. Literally, if it doesn't bring you joy, it doesn't bring you happiness, and you can't see yourself using it, you haven't used it in almost a year, it's time to get rid of it. And we do the same things within our own mind, within our brains too. You need to start letting go of what is happening. So what is going on and what has actually occurred. These are going to be things to actually help you out right now. The next thing that's actually happening is coming up. You need to literally that spiritual energy, because you're a little bit on the low side because of your confidence. Let go of what doesn't serve you. That's going to help bring that up. So Eric J, welcome, and Amber Bear 25, welcome. That's going to help you out, Michelle. What you have walked into right now is I am Susan. I am a generational Celtic Viking, and I am doing pick a deck readings tonight on the Rift Nation Network. I am just here to help and guide as many people as possible on my Tuesday nights. We have pick a deck. I don't even know what the deck card means unless it's the rune. Sorry, I channel all my information We have the runes, which is deck 1. We have the channeling deck, which is deck 2. And deck 3, of course, which is love. So, and that's what you've gotten into right now. So, and I will call your name and I will ask you which deck is actually for you. Now we have Miss Linda, who also wanted deck 2. Everybody loves deck 2. I really should get another one of this one. This one's getting worn out. Definitely worn out. So I'll have to look up and get another one. Hello, Velma. What you doing on? What's going on? So there we go. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the Rift Nation Network. We're all just here to kind of help you out. So let's see what we got going on. Ooh, you got good playtime going on. Look out for 4s. Linda, 4s are around you right now. I don't know what the angelic meaning of the number 4s is for you, but 4s are really important. So definitely double digits, 44s, 444. I know there's a message in there somewhere for you. They're also talking about sometimes differences equal a positive. For some reason, I'm supposed to tell you that it's like like algebra. 2 negatives create a positive, okay? But what they're saying right now is the yin and yang, the differences that are actually happening in and around you. There is something that is going to be more beneficial to you in the long run. So look at those differences, because sometimes somebody does something and somebody else does the other, and when you put them together, they shine brighter. So the differences are actually a good thing around you right now. They want you to know that. And okay, the only person that's got, they say you're feeling trapped at the moment. Okay, open the door. Literally, they're telling me to tell you to open the door. This feeling of being trapped. We sometimes we get stuck in situations, person, place, things. We just get stuck. Okay, and it kind of makes us feel like we're trapped in. Like we can't do this, we can't do that. Find something you can do. Find a way to lighten that avenue, lighten that load right now. Who knows a George? We got Sir George here. No idea who the heck this George is. But whoever knows this George, please let me know. And if I get the message, I'll tell you. But we definitely have a George here. All right, so next up on my list is Miss Peggy Sells. And then, of course, Keith, he already picked his deck. And then we have Shield Nova is what we have. Those are the next 3 contestants on We're Reading. Okay, I know Keith wanted the number 3. And the names that I've actually called, pick your deck. Shield wanted 2. And the other one was, who else do we have here? Peggy Sells. If you're still here, pick your deck. So we're going to start off with Keith right now, because I know what deck he wants. And then Shield will do you right after Keith, okay? So this deck is the love deck. And I call it the love deck because it can be love life, love self, love of situations, people, place, and things that'll help you out, okay? So we're going to look into this for you right now. Okay, let's see what we got going on. And again, this one's for Keith. All right. Keith, you still have some shadow work to do, and I'm going to put this in terms of it has to do with your past. It has to do with family healing situations. There's still some healing that needs to be done in family situations. That seems to be what's blocking you right now at the moment. It's like they're saying there's like a block. It's like you go forward and there's like a wall right in your way. Somebody's literally dropping the wall right in front of you saying, oh, no, you don't. Because they're still saying there might be some issues. Maybe they're not yours. They could be your family members. So these are situations that you need to look into right now. Heal these situations. Find a way to actually talk it through, especially before the holidays. Let me tell you that much. Because having this going wrong during a dinner is not a good idea when there's food to throw, when you took it too long to cook that. So get in and do a little bit more shadow work. And again, family situations that you haven't actually let go of yet is what they're saying. Let go of those particular situations. And again, that would be the first card of what it's actually saying to me. Okay, and then we have, okay, so, oh my goodness. All right. So okay, these go hand in hand. Thank you very much. So what they're actually saying, we'll get to this one in a minute. They're saying that the past issues in the family is the reason why you have issues trusting, because of, honey, you need to clean out that closet is what they pretty much. You heard that term before up here in the East Coast. It's called cleaning out the closet. Get rid of it. If these people aren't paying rent to rent space in your head and your heart, kick them the hell out. Literally. They're not paying you nothing, get them out of there. It's not worth it, okay? Those that actually are worth it, talk through it, get those situations in a more positive feel, okay? But and the thing is, you do have a lot of confidence in yourself, in your abilities, and in situations of things that you could actually offer a partner. But the trust issue, because of the past, is something that's still holding you back. So it's hard for you to see sometimes what could be right in front of you. And that's what I'm being told. There could be something coming up right in front of you, but you still have that trust issue because part of you hasn't let go of a particular situation, if you can understand that. And that was to keep Ottersburg, okay? Peggy Sells, if you would like a deck, please let me know. It's easier for you if I call you for you to tell me. And as I call your names, there you go, deck 2. You got it, honey. Deck 2, I see you. So we got Shield Nova, deck 2, and then we'll do Peggy Sells, deck 2. You're welcome, honey. So hello. So welcome for anybody that has just tuned in. And let's see, this is for Peggy. Does anybody know a George? I have a George here. He's talking something about turkey and a stuffing. Something about the stuffing and the turkey. I have no idea what is going on. I don't know if there's something happening. It was a joke. I don't know who this is, and I have no idea who this is for yet. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. All right, so this is for Shield. Shield, you're okay. You need to do stuff for yourself too. You do a lot. Like we go to work, we do this, we do that, but sometimes we forget about the most important person, us. They're letting me know that you're not doing enough for you. You're doing this for that for this for that. But unless you take care of yourself, you're not going to be there to take care of anybody else. And that's what happens. We get sick. We have things that are actually happening and going on. So what they want you to do is stop denying yourself something. Literally, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like once a month, if you like a certain restaurant, take yourself out, save the money, go and do this for yourself if that's something that you want to do. Allow yourself to experience that joy of that particular thing that it is that you want to do, because life is too short. Okay, we don't want situations to stop us from living. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to live. They want you to go out. They want you to have fun. They want you to experience. You never know the people you can meet when you do things like this. I mean, I used to go out for coffee by myself with a book. That is pretty good. Okay, so there are a bit of complications coming up that could be what's stopping you. Look up the number 111, angelic number for some reason. I'm not connected to angels, but I do get random numbers in my head. I don't ask. Okay, but they're also saying a part of you has almost lost the passion for your life, if you can understand that. If you can understand the situation that's actually happening. Okay, so that passion, you need that passion again, and sometimes we get that passion by doing little bits of things for ourselves. This is move forward in that aspect. Move forward in that aspect. So don't deny yourself certain things because it's difficult or it's a hard time. Okay, allow yourself to experience that. Allow yourself to do that. You want to go for a ride? Someone go. I mean, if you wanna plan a vacation, start planning, start saving. Find things that it is that's important to you that you want to do. You want to take a class in something, do that. Turkey and stuffing here has been debated and discussed amongst the household. Okay, whoever George is, he says that the stuffing needs to be done his way in order to taste correct. Now, I'm just relaying the message. That's all I'm doing here. Okay, so that was Fish Shield, and now Miss Peggy Shell's going to shuffle the deck, which you picked deck two too, and then I'll go up to and I will look up the next three names that we do have on the list here. So everybody getting prepared for those Thanksgiving. I'm so glad I don't cook the turkey. He does. Um, he cooks them. He's an awesome chef. He cooks the turkey. I take care of everything else. Hey, everybody's got their own opinion. I'm just telling you what Spirit's saying. So every now and then they do have a tendency to come through as I do this. So I think, everybody wants to be home for the holidays, so to speak. All right, let's see. And this is for Peggy Sells. This one is for you, and it is 8:26 in case you are busy. A lot of yin and yang, which is good. Okay, finally got yourself out of that situation. That feeling of being like stuck, trapped, almost like in quicksand, that's gone. That's going to be something that's not going to be coming back to you because we've managed to get ourselves out of that. So you don't have to worry about that. They are talking about, are we talking air? We're talking water. There's movement coming up. There is a lot of movement coming up. And again, there's some yin and yang, a little bit of differences that are actually happening here. But we are uncaged. But what is the movement that we're talking about? Okay. The movement it's kind of centered around a male energy is what they're saying. So they're saying there's this male energy and there's this movement. Now, the movement is in a positive direction, not in a negative direction, okay? Not in a negative direction. My 16-year-old is cooking the turkey this year. Oh, so that was for Peggy Sells here. So this positive movement is definitely surrounded by a male energy, and again, this could be a child. I'm not literally getting a love situation, but this is a male energy, and it's going to start moving in a good direction, a positive direction. So if there's something you've done to assist someone, family member, uncle, kid, any way, shape, or form, this is going to start going, and you're finally going to get your answers. And I have no idea what that means. I just go with the flow. All right, let's see who else we got here. I'm going to go back up because I got to go back and forth on this thing to find this. All right, we have. Okay, we did Peggy Sells, we did Keith, we did Linda. We did Shield. Sandra Dry is next. Lois Clark, you're after that. And Eric J, if you'd like a reading, you'd like to. And then Velma. Those are the next ones. I don't know if anybody picked the deck, so they don't want me to do much for today. I think I'm going to pick a non-day and just make a turkey dinner outside of today so I can go. Yep, there you go. Those are the next four names that I just named. So yeah, I will see you guys. Right on, Linda. I'm so glad. Pink deck for Sandra. You got it. So those are the next three names. So if I've called your name, let me know your deck, because if you put your deck in there before, I won't remember what deck you picked. Because as you can see, the feed goes. The feed goes. What do the three deck of cards represent again? Okay, all right. Let me read Sandra, and I will let you know. Okay, so we have Sandra Die. Okay, Miss Sandra. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. All right. You're still having some issues with, and again, past issues. And this hits a lot around this time of the year. There are some issues from the past that is still kind of affecting you. You've done a lot of work to try to smooth things out, but every now and then they have a tendency to just kind of come up, is what I call it. They come up and they leak out, is what I like to call that. So those situations will come up like memories, not actual same situations, more like a memory type situation. This is the memories that do come up, it's going to pass. It's going to be nothing major. They just wanted to warn you about that. There's going to be a lot of flirtation around you. And this is definitely, honey, I don't know what you're doing, but there is definitely going to be a lot of flirtation around you. Is if you're walking by and they go, damn. So that type of flirtation, they're looking at you and they're saying, oh my God, I want some of that. So that's what they're pretty much saying. I don't see a soulmate around you at the moment. Now, you got to remember there are several different types of soulmates, okay? There is relationship soulmates. There is our soul tribe, soul friends. So when we're talking about these situations, look into this. Try to figure out what it is that happened, because I'm not seeing a soul deep connection. And I think a part of you might be feeling that at the moment. And I can't seem to figure out why. Yeah, something to do with chemistry, because the chemistry there, the situation is there, but they want you to look more towards, thank you very much. They want you to look more towards inside, heal everything that's happening on the inside. Then you're going to be able to see a lot more of what's happening on the outside, if you can understand that. Okay, so let's see who we have in here. We have Nikki. We have, hello, Ashley. Hello, Christine Coleman. What's up? What's up? Okay, the 3 decks, Eric. Velma, 1, 2, or 3. 3 decks. We have runes. Okay. We have the runes, which help guide you in a particular situation. This is general. I generally channeling with the deck. I don't actually read a deck. I channel all of them. This centers around love. Certain decks I have a certain connection to. So this one centers around love. You're welcome. So you can just pick deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3. That includes Belmar, Eric J. If you'd like a reading, you just need to pick a deck, honey. Then we'll go back up. Deck 2. Deck 2. I definitely need to get another deck 2, because this thing gets a workout, I'll tell you. This kind of like a general. The runes always resonates with you. Yep. The runes are a good way if you have a specific task that you are looking for and you're looking for a way to either maneuver it or maneuver through it. The runes are really good for that. It can help with situations as well in your daily life. Number 3, I'm allergic to. That's funny. I like that. Okay, so deck 2 here for Velma. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. I have no idea. All right. Your moon energy is definitely on the low side. Spiritual energy is on the low side. Oh my God, Independence. What is going on? All right. I got to focus a little bit more on this. You weren't as low. All right. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but they need you to start really like listening to everything that's happening around you. Pay a little bit of attention to that. You have the energy, but you're not drawing on the energy that you do have around you, if you can understand that. And it's almost like a part of you is feeling dropped. You're feeling like a little low, almost like a lack of energy, a lack of motivation would be another way to put it, to actually move forward. Sometimes this can happen when we get up out of bed type situation. These things can actually come towards you. But what they're actually saying, look for the number 13 again, the number 13. Somebody got 13 last week as well. For some reason, 1-3 is representing something positive. People say, oh my God, Friday the 13th. No, it's not like that. 3 is actually 1-3. Okay, really good for you. Could be reversed. It could be a 31, because sometimes they do that. So look for 31, 13. So there is a situation that you're centered around. And part of you, they're saying, is feeling trapped. But you do have the energy. Right now, thank you. Right now, what they want you to focus on is you. Focus on you and on the inside. Once you get that self-love out, that's when it becomes contagious. Okay, Eric, thank you. That's when it becomes contagious to you. You have that beautiful self-love within yourself, but you don't allow yourself to feel that. If you don't love yourself, how are we supposed to do a lot of things that are actually happening? Hello, Miss Alice. Howdy, how you doing? Okay, so now we have Eric J. Eric J is up next, and that's my son that we have Crazy OGRE. That's my son that always asks me. Hello, Miss Rachel Mashlin. Halloween. All right, so we have Eric J right now. And do a little bit more shuffling. I'm definitely going to have to look into a new deck. This thing is falling apart. Yeah, I get a little loony sometimes. Hence the bag of nuts. All right. And don't forget, guys, if you want to be a guest on the Rift Nation Network, please feel free to drop a message either over on Facebook, on the Facebook page, which is the Rift Nation Network, or you can go to riftnationnetwork@gmail.com. Say that you would like to be a guest on a show. Let them know which show you'd like to be on and kind of the topic, because sometimes the topic goes better with a different show. So, okay, Eric J. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Right now, there's a situation where normally yin and yang is kind of balanced. Your yin and yang is totally off. Things are not exactly as they appear to be at the moment. It's like you're listening, you're hearing, you're paying attention, but there's so much differences going on right now that's what the drawback is. There has to be like more of an even line. The differences sometimes are just too wide. Normally we can balance each other out that way, but this avenue is like, it's like a crevice. It's extremely too wide going on. And they're saying that could be why the emotional aspect of yourself could start feeling a little bit on the low side. Even though, and again, you are listening, you're paying attention, but don't pay attention to the negativity at all. Do not pay attention to the negativity. It's time to get out our super people cuffs and start deflecting that stuff. So just like this, deflect it, let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay, do not listen to anything negative whatsoever. 36 is important. I don't know why. Do not allow the negativity around you. They're also recommending sage. I don't know if you burn sage. Sage is good to get rid of negative energy in our space. So definitely sage your house clockwise, all the way around your house. Just do it clockwise. Open your windows, allow the negative energy go out. Sage yourself at the same time. So if you don't do so on a regular basis, it might be something that actually helps you out. Hello, Max Molman. I haven't seen you in forever. And that was like for Eric J. Wonder Woman cuffs. Yes, but if it's a guy, we can't call him Wonder Woman. We'll call him Hercules cuffs. Get your Hercules and Wonder Woman cuffs. There you go. That's what we need. All right, so let's see. And again, that was for Eric J. And let's see. Let's go back up and see what we got here. All right, so I call your name and you can let me know. Yes, you need to sage your house at least once a week, and that has a little bit to do with, or more to do with, the amount of negative energy you're around. And again, if you're a paranormal investigator, that's normal. You just sage your house on a regular basis. And that's just an example. Sometimes it's people at work as well. Let's see. Now, we did Lois Clark. Okay, I'm trying to think of the names. Who do we have here? We did Velmar. Ashley. Ashley, see if I pronounce your name correctly. Herndon. Ashley Herndon. You can pick a deck, 1, 2, or 3. Nikki Jacobs, Motivation, and Melissa Parker. You are the next 3 contestants on This Girl Is Insane. Okay, 1, 2, or 3, honey. Again, runes, channel general, channel love. You never know. Deck 2, you got it. I gotta get a new deck 2. Baby, gotta get a new deck 2. I think sometimes the people at work might need sage. Oh my God, I believe that. That's why I love what I do here. I absolutely love it. Because, you don't have to really deal with that. And that's hard. It's like, so you drive around to run errands and you need that gigantic, like, Cheech and Chong type deck. Let that entire deck thing, that Cheech and Chong joint, except make it sage and just burn it as you travel. Yep, I'm going down the list right now, hon. Okay, everybody wants deck 2. You got it. Okay, so, and again, this is for Ashley. Deck 1, Max, is runes. Yep, I'm going down the list, honey. Okay, so, this is the calm before the storm, honey. So what it's actually letting you know is, while you do have this energy, they want you, and again, Christine, please let me know. That's my man. That's giving me a message. Hold on. So what's actually happening is, please allow the playtime to happen, because we have the energy, because there are things coming where you're going to be extremely busy. So if there are situations and things you want to do for yourself, you need to get that done now. Okay, allow yourself to get that done now. Okay, because we're going to be too busy to be able to do other things coming up. Okay, so we have that good energy, we have that positive energy. So if you and again, if you study the craft in any way, shape, or form, this is a good spiritual time, spiritual energy for you to be able to move forward, to go in a more positive, uplifting direction. And again, whatever it is that you're dealing with, allow yourself to be picked up. Okay, allow yourself to actually be able to move forward is what it happens. Okay, but look out for some differences. You need to actually follow your intuition and your instincts when it comes to certain things. Okay, certain things, certain situations. Allow your instincts to actually shine more than what a book says, because you have that energy to be able to do that. Okay, good. Thank you so much, honey. So we had, who was next? Was it motivation? You're welcome, hon. We got you. Just like and subscribe. That's all we ask. All right. So it was, who was next? Who was next? You guys gave me all your decks. Ashley was 2. Melissa was 2. Motivation was 2. Nikki was 2. Okay. So we have, who do we have? We have Melissa Parker. Deck 2 is what I'm seeing first. Then motivation. Then Nikki. Yes. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Good. Smudge yourself too, and remember to go clockwise, hon. Let's see. Let's see, who do we have now? Who did I just say? I know I've got my phone going off, but I can't look at that right now. Whose name did I just say? My brain isn't here. Melissa. Okay, Melissa, you're up. Melissa, then motivation. Then Nikki. Okay, Melissa. Okay, my God. Okay, literally, I'm going to shuffle these again. That card's coming up too many times. And if it comes up again, then I'll know that there's a lot of yin and yangs happening here right now. So let's see what we got going on. You see me shuffle, 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 shuffle. Here we go. All right. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. There's like good news and bad news type situation is what we got going on. And again, this is for Melissa. I'm kind of straightforward. All right. So, and that's the way you knew it. If there are things that you would like to have, stop denying. Like I said, if you want to go out to eat, allow yourself to go out to eat. Yes, Melissa, you allow yourself to go out to eat. Give it like, it's like, I really like that new shirt. It's usually $2 more than I just get it. Literally do it now. Do it now, because what you do have coming is a bit of chaos. The chaos that's coming in is clearing the path, though. Okay, so sometimes when chaos comes in, when like negative energy actually comes in, what it does is it clears all the clutter. Other times when it comes in, it takes everything completely down. This one coming in is clearing all the clutter. There's a lot of like cluster within your own mind, within what's happening in and around your life right now. There's too much actually happening. So this particular energy field is going to be pulling things away. Okay, literally, it's going to be pulling things out. So you're not going to actually have to worry about that. So allow it to come. breathe through it, allow the energy to happen, because after this energy starts happening, okay, after this is cleared out, that's when the messages become more and more clear. And what I mean by messages is we are all gifted individuals. We all sense, see, we all have intuition. In one way, shape, or another, we have this strong intuition. So allow that to actually come forward, honey. All right. And allow it to happen. So let this little bit of stuff happen. And then things are actually going to clear up, where it's going to be the messages and situations are going to be a lot more clear for you. And boy, is my phone going off the hook over here. And I have no idea what's happening. Again, that was for Melissa. Motivation, you are up next. Motivation, and then Miss Nikki Jacobs. And we're doing good. It's 8:46. So we got motivation next. And then Miss Nikki Jacobs. All right. All right. So this is motivation is coming up, and you wanted deck 2 as well. Nikki, you said 3 or 2. I can't remember. Okay, here we go. All right, motivation. Oh, jeez. All right. My goodness. Your energy is a little bit on the low side. Go outside and do a super grounding if you can before it gets too cold, if you're not in a cold situation. This is why I tell people to bring land in the house. And I know that sounds strange. And I've told that to a lot of people. You need to bring some of your soil in. And that's soil from an area where it feels energetic to you, okay? Because that's connected to the earth. You need to bring that in, okay? So allow that to actually come in, because what we're having is we're having a little bit upside down of things are supposed to be happening a certain way, and they seem to be happening crisscross or upside down type situations. And that has a little bit to do with the energy and the energy level that you do have. So what they're saying right now is you need to root. You definitely extremely need to root your chakra and get that, bring that energy level up. And if you work with crystals, crystal energy, red type crystals actually work good. For somebody, again, I don't have a red one on my desk. Red crystals actually work to help bring that energy level up. And again, there are some herbs, you can look it up. And what you want to do is you want to do your root chakra and your lower, your earth chakra. So there's actually 2 below there. It's more than 7, but those 2 you need to work on. And the first one, which is your earth chakra, you have to be barefoot on the earth. That's going to be something that helps you out. Once we get through that situation, the energy starts to come up and things start to balance out and going in the direction that you need to go into. That's when it's good. 27. That's when it's good for you to start planning for your hopes and dreams, if you can understand that, okay? Yep, and that's what happens. You're extremely, extremely connected. And again, I usually put my energy, like negative energy, sometimes into certain crystals. I cleanse my crystals on a regular basis, not with just sage. So these are things that are actually going to help you out. Nikki, 2 or 3, I don't remember. 2. Well, I already got 2 in my hand, so I'll pick 2 for you. So, no, I'm sorry, honey. I can't give another one right now. I still have other people, and the show ends at 9. But I do free readings on Tuesdays. Anything other than that, you can just contact me. All right, good. All right, so this is for Miss and Nikki Jacobs. Let's see what we got going. Nikki, something just jumped right out of the deck. Let's find out. Okay, we have confidence. We have beauty. And we have motivation. Okay. Things are actually going to even keel out now. There was a lot of, thank you, there was an extreme amount of activity coming in, and I know that you understand what I'm doing. You know by my sign language and what I'm saying. So, and again, I'm talking in circles for you right now. You had a lot of activity. Things are actually going to start smoothing out, where it's going to be going on a more even keel, more level for you right now. So that levelness is going to be good. You've received what you were supposed to receive for the amount of information. The higher activity, the travel is something that's okay. We're all set right now. They're pretty much, so they're good. So this is just going to be the basic stuff happening in and around you, if you can understand that. So things are going to even themselves out. But what they would like for you to do is they want you to try to get into that meditative state. And I know that sometimes life gets in the way, or certain things. It's like, me with arthritis, my thumbs get in the way. I drop shit all over the place. But hey, what are we going to do? So these things that actually happened, okay? But they need you to get back into that routine of meditation and writing down the information, because that's going to be something that needs to come out 2025, by the way. And I know you have a lot of it, if you can understand that. All right, so I'm going to go back up on the list. Let's see, I've got about 9 minutes left, and I'm going to go as fast as I can here. And I know we had quite a few people that came in, and I'm trying to get to everybody that I can. All right, hold on. All right, so we had Brolick, Rachel Marshland, Brolick, Alice, Phoenix. Come on down, guys. Pick your deck. Pick your deck. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. Got about 9 minutes left, so pick the deck, pick the deck, pick the deck. And if I didn't get to you this week, guys, just 8 o'clock on Tuesdays. I do the free readings. Sometimes I do go over. Other times I just can't. But you can always get a hold of me. Okay, 1, 2, or 3 on those 4 names. Okay. More meditation, deeper. Yep, good. Okay, so again, runes. Whoever wants the runes, I'll do those last because they do take a little bit longer. And the information is, kind of worded. You want the runes. Frolic wants runes. All right. You got it. All right, we'll do the runes first. Rachel, pick your deck, honey. Deck 2 for Phoenix. You got it. All right. So let's see what we got going on. Do you picture in your mind the situation that's occurring right now? Don't have to tell me. The runes will help guide you through that. This one jumps right out to you, Oz. Jumped right out of the deck. So we're going to leave that one out of the deck for the particular situation. Sometimes runes are past, present, and future. And other times there are things. Oh, Gabo. Ooh, Genitas. Okay. So what we have going on here right now is the first one we have coming up, of course, is Tiwas. Now, Tiwas is dealing with a battle, justice, court. And this is what we're doing with. Hello, Cheryl. So we're dealing with justice. These are things situations. This is working in your favor. So if you have a court case right now, this is going to work in your favor. Or if you have a legal issue, when we run businesses, we all get legal issues, okay? These are things that are going to work in your favor. So there is a positive thing that's happening. And again, Gabo represents gifts, okay? This is what Gabo represents. It represents gifts, giving. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Gifts. So Gabo is actually coming into play right now. It's representing gifts. So there's going to be some type of an exchange. So what we have going on here is we have some type of a legal issue, something legal coming up where it is going to work in your favor, and is a gift that actually is coming into play for you. Okay. And again, what I mean by gift, generosity, there's an exchange. Okay. And this exchange is positive and beneficial. All right. Now let's find out what's going to happen with Kenny Zaz, because Kenny Zaz is actually coming into play right now. And now we're talking about the creativity. Thank you. So we have improvement. Thank you. Okay. So we have the justice. We have the gift, which is the balance as well. And then we have the Kenny Zaz coming in, that's representing improvement in a situation. That's going to be good. What's going on, Phoenix? No, this is Brolick, honey. This is for Brolick. That was for Brolick, honey. I haven't read you yet. That was Brolick's. Okay. So now we had Rachel. Rachel wants runes. Phoenix wants deck 2. Okay, so we're going to do Phoenix, and then we'll go back to runes. That was for Brolick, honey. Okay, so All right. So, and again, this one is somebody picked deck two. Rachel. Rachel picked deck two. Deck two. Phoenix. This one is for you, honey. That was for Brolic. All right. So, Phoenix. Getting close. We're going to get this done. Okay, get out of there. All right. So, Phoenix is coming in right now. Hey, that's okay. No worries. And this show's called Bag of Nuts for a reason. We're all a little insane. That's why you guys are like. It's like being home with family. That's fun. All right. Now, okay. All right. Your strength is waning. All right. Your energy is a little bit on the low side. You have a lot going out, not enough coming in. It's time for you to recharge your battery. And that's the way I actually put it. And it's your spiritual battery that we're talking about at the moment. And sometimes, thank you very much, what happens is they're saying that situations when we have a lot of spiritual energy and a lot of things we're actually doing spiritually, we'll like develop cold, sniffles, or aches and pains. What's that? That's the spirit's way of saying, dude, wait a minute. I need you to slow down. And that's what it is that they do. And it's just understanding doing that. So allow that. They also want you to ground a little more. Work a lot more on grounding. That's going to help clear the energy that is coming, because they're saying things are a little bit on the low side for you right now. But definitely grounding. Your earth energy is off. If you don't have potted plants in your house and you don't do yard work, try to get outside, especially if it's warm enough, and do some rooting. Hug a tree. Just hug a tree. Trees are cool. They give you good energy. Root yourself barefoot, literally holding the way to root and cleanse your lower, which is your earth chakra, which is lower than your root chakra. Okay. What you want to do is you want to hold that red crystal, which is that grounding crystal. You want to go outside barefoot. And you just want to literally lean up against the tree and allow the energy field to come up through you, cleanse, and go back down. That's going to be something that's going to be benefit for you in the long run, okay? Yeah, it's been a little difficult for you, honey. So what they're saying is, yo, girl, break time! That's what they're saying to you right now. Hello, Mop de Loop. That's a cute name. Okay, so now we had, who else did we? Oh, Alice. And there was one more in here that I had time for before I got to close this up. Alice wants deck 3. Alice is deck 3, and there was one more name I actually gave out. And I don't remember the name, so come forward and give me the deck. Rachel, did I read you, honey? All right. So we have time for... but I got bills. I know, hon. I know. But everybody needs a little bit of a break. You really do every now and then. Okay, thank you, Rachel. You're right after, my goodness. You're right after Alice, okay? So we're going to do Alice, then we're going to do Rachel. You're welcome, hon. All right. Well, let's see. Then we'll call it a night. All right, you got somebody that's not being honest with you. Somebody is not telling you the whole truth. They're telling you half-truths or their version of the truth. It's almost like a kid that comes in and doesn't want to get in trouble, so they're not telling you the whole story. So they're only getting part of the story. So you want to broaden your mind in order to be able to get the entire story, because that is going to cause emotional issues in the future. So allow the whole story to actually come through from all parties is what they're saying. Something to do with spiritual issues as well. Okay, what's going on spiritually? Help me out here. Yeah, there's definitely something happening right here. All right, spiritually a little bit, what they're saying is on the low side, but they want you to remain optimistic. And again, love yourself, honey. Love yourself enough to put yourself first. A lot of people are actually getting this. Definitely put yourself first. And there's something going on around children as well. But there definitely is somebody not telling the whole story. It's also, Alice, it's time to free yourself from any negative situations, because that negativity is going to be something that it's going to bring you down, but not in a good way. So, and this isn't the type of energy that you can cleanse, because sometimes you just can't cleanse your family. It happens that way, but sometimes you are expected to do too much, and you can't handle everything all the time. You have to, and again, it feels like, to me, it feels like a child that doesn't want to get in trouble, so they're not telling you the whole truth. So it's definitely someone you've helped, and they don't want to tell you the whole story because then they figured you'd be mad or pissed off. So they're giving you a half truth. That's the easiest way to put it. So it's definitely some or an individual that leans on you right now. Okay, we have Rachel Marshland, and then I need to call it a night. Let's see. Rachel. Okay, Rachel, focus on the question that you have for the runes. Okay, try to focus on what's going on. Okay, oh, Theresa's. Fayu. Wow. Girl, you are upside down. Totally. Upside down. Thuraz, Fayu, and Menizas. So, oh my goodness. All right. So, Thurizaz. Okay. Thurizaz represents thorns. Thorns represent, and again, this is a representation of danger, things that are coming. But Thurizaz is a little bit upside down for you right now. So because this is upside down, all right, instead of a warning coming towards you, thank you very much. Interpret this correctly for me. Thank you. Instead of like negativity, like the thorn sticking, it's like somebody isn't going to take the advice they need to heed. If you can understand that, there's a situation coming up and somebody isn't listening to you, and that's what's causing the issue. So it really depends on the reverse that's actually happening. And again, this actually has to do with money situations. The way that we live, what's happening. So it could be surrounded by an apartment. It could be someone in and around you. Somebody isn't listening to the advice they give that you're doing to literally just help them out. If you can understand this. I have no idea what your question was. Okay? I really don't. And again, something about an apartment. There's definitely something about an apartment. Something about an apartment. Okay. There is definitely something happening around an apartment. Okay. So what we have, oh, that's why. All right. So this particular person is selfish. They are not listening. They are not paying attention because they're more self-centered. They're more selfish than what they should be. They pay more attention to what's best for them, not what's best for the group in the whole, if you understand that, honey. Hopefully you understood this, because like I said, runes interpret situations. I don't know what your question is. Hey, Miss Cheryl. How are you doing? Hopefully you're feeling good. All right. I have to go for the night, guys. Z Sun Dragon, welcome. Michelle Wumfong, hello. But we're going to call this a night. And again, I will be doing readings again next Tuesday for free. If anybody would like a private session, just send me a message and we can set up something for a private reading. So, and again, what I want to say is good. I'm glad it makes sense, because I just ask the runes to focus on whatever question you have. This way you guys don't have to type your question in. So which is actually pretty cool. That's the way I look at it. I like it. That's a ticker. I don't want a ticker. Tick. I know, don't mind me. I'm getting a little weird. So, peace, guys. Love you.